yet again, Shabbat Shalom. We are Jewish, spiritual descendants of Judah, of Yehudah, the fourth son of Leah and Jacob. Leah, who struggles to win her husband's affections throughout Parshat Vayetzei, is overjoyed by the birth of her fourth son. Vatomer, and she said, Hapa'am odeh et Adonai. This time I will thank Adonai. Al Kain kar'a shmo Yehudah, as such she called his name Yehudah. Vata'amod miledet, and she ceased from bearing children. This name Yehudah derives from the Hebrew root that means to be grateful or to give thanks. We recited it at Kabbalat Shabbat services last night and at Psukei de Zimra this morning with Tov lehodot l'Adonai. It's good to give thanks to God. And we have been reciting it over and over in our Amidah this Shabbat. We have one more to come in just a few minutes, but then we also have one more to come in the afternoon if we pray Mincha at home. We recite it in that second to last blessing of the Amidah. The commentator Sforno adds that Yehudah also includes the names of the letters. The commentator Sforno adds that Yehudah also includes the letters of God's name, Yud, He, Vav, and He. We are a people for whom embracing gratitude acts as an expression of our godliness. It can take a whole lot of creative energy to say thank you in ways that display real meaning to the recipient. It can take a lot of creative energy to say thank you at all when very few things are going right, or when, for whatever reason, we do not want to bring ourselves to say thank you to a particular person who deserves it at this time. Saying thank you is a muscle that requires exercising, and Shabbat is our time to get that practice in. On Shabbat, our prayer service contains almost no requests, complaints, regrets, or worries. In our Amidah, we replace the weekday section reserved for requests with a section praising the holiness of Shabbat. We treat Shabbat as, in the words of Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel, a palace in time. It's a taste of the messianic future, a test case for what perfection might feel like in a time to come. We take 25 hours to complete the simple task of sitting with what we have, with whom we happen to be with. We take 25 hours to practice appreciation through rest and good food, good company, and words of praise. While the U.S. has one official day of Thanksgiving per year, a day to distract ourselves from conflicts and worry with a flood of food and smells and company, the Jewish people have one official day of Thanksgiving per week. Rather than a repository for our gratitude, Shabbat is our practice field for the gratitude that we can and must embrace throughout the rest of the week. Every moment we spend at the Shabbat dinner table with family or a Kiddush lunch table with friends is an opportunity to reflect on who and what we love in this life. It's an opportunity to hear what others are thankful for and consider that those might be things that we're thankful for too. Every time we say thanks in our prayer service, we practice the sort of language that we might use when we say thank you to the people we encounter each and every day. We hold so many public simchas on Shabbat. This is the first one in a while where we haven't had a special blessing during our aliyot for a birthday or a b'nai mitzvah or an anniversary. But normally we hold so many public simchas on Shabbat so that we can make the gratitude that comes to us so easily in moments of joy contagious, even to those experiencing a period of time in which gratitude may otherwise seem difficult. When we refrain from creating or worrying anew on Shabbat, it becomes a day to remind ourselves to spend more time with the people for whom we're grateful, to spend more time doing the things we love, and more time marveling at the world around us in the week to come. A friend of mine has started a nightly practice around her family's dinner table for everyone to express 3 things they're thankful for from that day. Elsewhere in the conversation, they can rant, they can cry and complain about what they're experiencing, but even on the darkest days, they still practice that practice of gratitude so that they can have the motivation to move forward tomorrow. For some of us, practicing more gratitude might just mean taking an extra moment to say thank you to someone who serves us at a restaurant or a store, someone who gives us a compliment or who says or does something wonderful, whether we expect it or not. For some of us, we might express gratitude through gifts, food, a card, or a phone call. Every time we say thank you, the recipient learns that what they accomplish holds meaning for more than just them. They are encouraged to act that way again in the future. Every time we say thank you, too, we remind ourselves of the good that's worth living for, perhaps even replicating day after day. For the Spanish medieval commentator Ibn Ezra, Leah's gratitude means a complete satisfaction with her current state of life, a ceasing from trying to achieve and obtain. After Leah gives birth to Yehudah, the verse I quoted earlier says she stops having children. However, it's not forever. Just a chapter later, Leah gives birth to Yisachar, Zvulun, and Dinah. So too, embracing gratitude on Shabbat and throughout the week must not mean simply settling with what we have here and now. There are still wrongs to be righted, and there are still joys to be pursued. And yet, when we embrace the simple practice of saying thank you to God and to those around us, we strengthen the relationships necessary for much more gratitude to grow. Shabbat Shalom. I am grateful that although it's cold, it's pretty decent weather today, but Alan is going to lead us in